Earlier this week, Rudy Giuliani, the former mayor of New York City, Donald Trump's lead attorney in the election challenges, was hospitalized with COVID-19. On Wednesday, he told reporters that he had been given access to the same monoclonal antibody therapy that Donald Trump had received when he was hospitalized back in October for COVID-19. And that immediately after taking it, he said, within an hour, he felt 100% better. Now, here's the catch. Giuliani then admitted, because he's very bad at saying the quiet parts out loud, that he was allowed to get this therapy because of his, quote, celebrity status. Now, Giuliani is a 76-year-old man who does not hold any public office, has not held any public offices for over a decade and a half. And yet here he is getting this experimental therapy that is typically reserved to, keep people, very important people, from passing away from this. But he was allowed to get it, even though he holds no office. And I hate to sound rude here, but serves no importance in the United States today. Let's be honest. But he got it. So, by the way, too, did Ben Carson, the Secretary of Housing and Urban Development. And according to the doctors there, it was because Trump approved it for Ben Carson. Now, it's likely that Donald Trump approved the same kind of therapy for Rudy Giuliani again, because Giuliani is handling his legal challenges that he knows are destined to fail. The bottom line is that this therapy is not available for you and me. It's not available to hundreds of millions of Americans, just to those at the very top, because much like our justice system that works differently for the people at the top, so too does our healthcare system. If you have the money, which Rudy Giuliani has an estimated net worth of about $45 million, you get moved to the front of the line. You get the experimental drugs. You get the things that could save your life, even if you're a 76-year-old man of absolutely no importance to the functioning of this country. Now, I don't know about you, but I would rather see these kinds of therapies used on, healthcare workers who are on the front lines of the pandemic. I would rather see it being used on grocery store employees who are essential employees and who have had to work around the clock to keep stores stocked, to keep people with products. I would rather see them get it than somebody like Rudy Giuliani. I would rather see teachers get it. Most states have forced teachers to go to brick and mortar, so they have to be there. They have to be around hundreds and hundreds of people every day, given very little PPE. I would rather see them receive this kind of therapy than an old has-been like Rudy Giuliani. But I have no say in the matter. Neither do you. We're the pawns. We're the expendable people because we're not sitting on millions of dollars. Hell, most of us aren't even sitting on $100,000. We're just sitting here every day doing our jobs, going about our lives, praying that we don't get infected by this thing. But if you're rich, to quote Donald Trump, they let you do it. They let you get these experimental drugs. If you know people in high places, or if you formerly, 20 years ago were a person in a high place, you get access to it. If you have the money, you get access to it. The rest of us, we have to sit in line behind a couple 100 million people waiting for a vaccine to come out. And as we're learning now this week, it'll probably be June or July before most of us have access to this vaccine. And sure, they're going to give it to the frontline workers first, the healthcare workers, which is absolutely what should happen. But you have other groups out there, the banking industry, lobbying to have their people leapfrog the medical professionals because they think the bankers should get the vaccine first. And they have a powerful enough lobby to possibly make that happen. If you have the money in the United States, you can do anything. You can get the best treatments for whatever illness it is. You can get out of jail no matter what crime you commit. But the rest of us that live down here in average America, we just get screwed time and time again.